So rogue.
So the rogue is master of opportunity, using skill, positioning, and the environment to dish out frightening amounts of damage. In their downtime, they provide solid utility, helping their friends navigate dangers otherwise unseen.
Yep. So pretty much, I hope they incorporate it. I know in Wrath of the Lich King, in Icecrown Citadel, you would have to have rogues to find these traps, because if you didn't look for these traps, you would summon a gigantic skeleton that would be extremely hard to like kill. It would make things harder for you, and it could wipe your raid if you didn't watch out for it. So you just brought up the navigate dangers otherwise unseen. So that's pretty cool. So if you are a rogue road, you will become an assassin. If you are a rogue bard, you will become a charlatan. So a merryman. A rogue and cleric, a cultist. Okay. A rogue and fighter, a duelist. So probably maybe you're dual wielding. A rogue and a mage is a night spell, so your daggers and stuff will probably have, like I said, elemental.
Isn't it duelist with pistols?
Duelist? Could be.
Because you're dueling.
Unless you have a pistol and a sword. Or you could be... I haven't seen guns in this yet, so...
Fight yourself?
Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? I haven't seen guns in this. I don't know if they're even going to have, like...
Maybe
gun.
it's pre-gun.
Pre-gun, probably, yeah. So rogue and ranger, a predator. So that'd be pretty cool. A rogue and tank is a shadow guardian. And a rogue and summoner, a shadow lord. Okay, those names are pretty awesome. Let's see here.
So it does say here. All classes are capable adventurers, but rogues excel at delving the deepest dungeons and finding the most hidden of treasures. Rogues will have utility skills that enable them to discover hidden doors, traps, and additional treasures. These will be randomly spawned throughout different times of the day to ensure that encounters are not the same each time. If you're in a party and you have a rogue that's available, they'll be able to use that utility skill to discover these random doors that might exist in a dungeon. Now, the way we make it is so that it's not essentially the same door every time, and it's just a first time thing. And every time thereafter, you know where that door is at, is these locations are randomly spawned throughout different times of the day, so they'll change essentially as you go into a dungeon at different times. So it'll be important and relevant for parties to make sure they have a diversity of archetypes available to them. And in particular for the rogues case, because they can find those hidden type doors and then have access to different types of loot tables based off of that.
Yep.
So always have a rogue in your party.
Yep. Party's gonna be massive, having all these different things. Let's see here. So of course stealth. This does not render a player completely invisible. Instead, there will be indicators that can help players fill out where stealth individuals may be. Yeah, so a typical rogue. Alright, summoner. Like I said, technically I main a summoner on Final Fantasy, so I'll definitely be checking out summoner on that goes. Even from their image, it almost sounds like lore, if you're still there, that like it's like you're summoning like a bear's bite coming out of your hand. You're not really summoning the full bear, but you're summoning the bite of a bear. You know. I wonder why your heist is not working. Let me make sure. I guess, Missy, if you want to go ahead and start us with summoner there, I'm going to check something out here real quick.
So my heist worked. Again. Alright, so the summoner is never alone. 2 hands are good, but in the summoner's opinion, 4 hands are always better. With the right tool for every job, there's no situation they can't handle. Summoners can easily shift their roles to fill gaps in a group's composition. So I guess a summoner, if you're lacking, say, a rogue, they can easily shift into that kind of a role, I guess,
Yeah.
to fill in the gaps of group's composition. So if you don't, yeah, if you're missing somebody, they can, I don't know, maybe they'll be able to switch their secondaries faster than anyone else, or they can do that on the fly maybe, whereas some can't. I don't know.
Yeah. Trying to see. It's not giving. Yeah. I think Streamlabs is being a little funny with its points.
So summoner lore, you're doing that, or mage? Which one are you thinking primary?
There we go. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is it a warlock? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably what I'll be the mage with the summoner secondary.
Yeah. See, so for me, that Beastmaster, I want to see what that is, because if I can. Now the Necromancer, did you see lore? I think they actually, this one did have actual something in it. Yeah, so a Necromancer is a master of life and death. You could choose to be a Necromancer for good or for dark and twisted things. Good Necromancers can work with helpful spirits. Evil Necromancers can summon zombies, skeletons, and other undead creatures. So,
I like that too.
Right? So like as a good Necromancer, you can almost summon like an angel, for example, like like a fairy or something. While as an equal Necromancer, you can summon like a zombie, zombies and stuff like that.
Agreed, boo good necros.
Yeah. That says, I view the Necromancer as a master of life and death, and the way that I want to kind of implement our Necromancer is you can choose to be a Necromancer for good or a Necromancer for dark and twisted things. Either is viable. If you want to work with spirits that aid you, you can do that. If you want to summon zombies and skeletons, other type of undead creatures, you can do that as well. And then you can use them for your will. So for me, if you're probably trying to be a good Necromancer, you'd be like a healer, to be honest. So then the bad one's probably like more either tank or... and I think when we get into roles, I think it describes it that, a class and archetype doesn't define its role just because of what it is. So in a way, you could probably be a tank mage, like Missy. She'll probably tank. So...
What?
Yeah.
No. No.
No? You don't think so? Let's see here.
The Necromancers, unfortunately, cannot raise dead players as undead minions.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I thought they said they were somewhere that they were going to play with that, though, that they were undecided as to what they were going to do with that.
I am not for sure. But let's see. So Beastmaster, yeah. Like I said, definitely checking that out. The face tank mage. Yep. I could see Missy being the tank, the face tank.
No.
Actually, Laura, to be honest, Missy is the butt tank mage. She always pulls things with her rump for some reason. Like,
what?
Yeah, you do. Either you back up too far, or It's just, I
But
don't
I
know.
make it work.
You do something.
What?
Hey, Laura, if you want from me real quick, do a exclamation point points, I think is what it is. I'll tell you how many points you got. You should have stuff, I was checking. Want that booty. Yep.
They want to steal my pretty dresses.
So a summoner tank, a brood warden. It's a pretty cool name. Points. You know technology. It has to be specific. AI is not just there just yet. Let's see. Summoner, conjurer. No, so yeah, you do got the points then there. Yeah, so I wonder why. Maybe you try starting a heist. See if you do exclamation heist. I think you have to do at least 50 or something like that, or 100 or whatever. See if it enables it. The bot's been a little weird, but so summoner, bard, enchanter. Yeah, I could see like you're summoning enchants for weapons and stuff like that. Probably enhancing gear. Yeah, it'll be different. Hey, there you go. Yeah. Well, I looked for you as far as points go on it, and it wasn't showing you. So maybe now it finds you. So, so summoner, cleric, necromancer, of course. Summoner, rogue, shadowmancer. Summoner, mage, spellmancer. Summoner, fighter, wildblade. I'll join in because I have plenty of points. Okay.
So do I. I should have probably put it that way.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I definitely will be checking out Summoner, and if switching the secondary isn't all that, all that crazy to do, then I will definitely, on all my alts, I'll check out all the secondaries and how they feel and what changes with them. So, all right, Missy, skills and abilities.
So the summoner uses many abilities that channel through their summon. They're essentially playing through their summon. They can summon up to 3 summons. Abilities from the summon appear on the summoner's hotbar. They have control over their summon. They can summon tank, DPS, or support summons. Their summons will exist until another summon is cast, the summon is killed, or the summoner logs off.
Oh, well, there you go, guys.
There you go, yeah. Summoners will likely not be able to fuse with their summons. Eidolons. Oh, well, why would I want to fuse with it? Summons can be leveled through the application of skill points to their active skill, and summons will be able to use crowd control. You gain your summons from your summoner class as an active skill, and then skills can be further developed with points. Summoners summon different This is
Summoners
summon different summons. Which is which? Depending on the class and augments they choose. I'm like, I feel like I'm being set up here.
Right.
So they can summon animals, spirits, zombies, skeletons, and other undead creatures, corpses, potentially. See, this is what I heard. That they're kind of not sure what they're going to do.
Well, man, it could
Corpses.
just be an NPC's corpse, but it probably won't be a player corpse. It would be fun. It would
I
be
want to
fun.
control into the player. If they die, it's game over.
Right.
Some summoners may summon multiple things. I feel like I'm in a Dr. Seuss book right now. I don't know what's going on. Other summoners may only summon one powerful thing. Certain summoners may only be able to summon effects and or temporary energies.
So there you go.
Augments from
That's probably like the swipe thing you're talking about.
For example, if your summon had a sweeping attack with a claw, or had the ability to bite an opponent or rush an opponent, and you took teleportation, you could rush them similar to how I've given an example with the tank, teleporting to a target instead. Or its claws could combust on impact on a target, dealing some burn damage that persists. Or, let's say you're summoned traditionally with some type of bear or bear cat, you could apply an elemental augment, and now it could be a transparent flaming bioluminescent cat. And its damage would be fire-based. So that's how we want to influence the active skills and how augments apply. And that's how it would apply with summoners.
Yep.
Summoner summons are not the same as combat pet.
So there you go, Lore. So you can have them both. So I tell you what, already hearing about this. So if a summon can summon tank, DPS, or support summons, like imagine, so this gives you the ability as a summoner to be a tank. You would tank through your summon. So like for me,
so that's what I guess they mean, that you can fill holes in your party.
Yeah. So if I can somehow summon like 3 like bears, like, and that would be my tank, and
a
then
bear army.
Yeah, bear army, and then a combat pet bear. So just be like bears and more bears, and I'd just be like, get them, boys. Right? Yeah, the party. And I love pet classes like demonology on World of Warcraft. Yeah, definitely. When you have all the imps out, and then you have like your hounds out, and then you have your Doomguard out, it's just so many things are just popping, and it's just amazing. Even though they say it's so far demonology is going to be sucking it in Shadowlands, but I still would play it.